its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had on their a couple of weeks ago. You look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up. Because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver. It's second down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Here's a short one taken in by Barner. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Here's a short one to Hooper. And Good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll go play action with May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
They get 21 on that one. First down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
2nd and 10.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
2-yard loss.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down when the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
Looked like he wasn't a scene for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Forced out wide. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not. And he'll be taken down there.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd, they need 8. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got it with Smith-Njigba. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down, Seattle.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action with Darnold. It'll be Smith-Njigba bringing it in. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seattle. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Seven nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
Demarcus Lawrence on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. He's across midfield. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
A big play here in the big game. 32 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They'll spot Henry open downfield. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
That's another.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the
So there's
play.
multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First down.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ravion Henderson. Touchdown, New England.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Patriots will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. On play action, here's Darnold. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll take off again. And he'll slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and first down.
And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. To throw is Darnold. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal, Seattle.
It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points, make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Now, Darnold. To the goal line and in. A.J. Carter. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after drop from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Patriots 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Has completed to Douglas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Gain of 14 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
31-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his 1st catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Quick pass caught by Henry, the tight end. New England going to take their 2nd time out. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the 1st half clock.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's May again. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And they'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Madden. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
He's found his receiver, Buche. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This one is good. He knocks it through. So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
To this defense, they remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. O'Connell's jet sweep with Diggs. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, make that play for your offense.
Well, Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the 2nd half. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Taken in right side by Warner. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first
He's
down.
tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Throwing, Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Darnold to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Rolling right. Now he'll run it. And he will score! Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seattle. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks are out to a 21-10 lead.
Patriots 10.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Now May. That's complete to Henderson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. May goes to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Throwing now is May. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
Another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is May. The look in is big target, Henry over the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Another Patriots.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Throw again is May. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Henderson. This defense, that does it. But they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open, left side is Warner. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's May. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. 2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play here in the big game. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple of years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch. Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing is May. That's complete on the tight end screen. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a
to throw now. May. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works. And we've got ourselves a tie game.
You could just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. This is 1st and 10. Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive. and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Open man, that's complete. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
It'll be Smith-Njigba bringing it in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is going to go down as one of the great finishes in Super Bowl history, Mike, and I understand it's not quite done yet, but what a sequence here. Shades of that 49ers versus Cincinnati in Super Bowl 23, Steelers-Cardinals Super Bowl 43, a touchdown late in the game. That could end up just sealing the deal.
Now the point after drop from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks go up by 7, 28-21.
Patriots 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Has completed to Douglas. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. New England going to take their second timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Working out of the gun, it's May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now they burn the timeout. They are in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just 1 left in this game. We'll see. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. This one is hard. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
That's interference. Defense. That penalty is declined.
As big a call as you can make if you're a head coach. Down 1,
The Patriots
go for 2, go for the win. And that is incomplete. It came down to one final play, but it does not pan out. The defense holds on to win it by a point. And that'll do it. For the first time in more than a decade, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.